connecting, I heard that tomorrow is a businessman, is connecting the private sector, the academia or the new startups by the support of the government. It's a triangle that they all nutritious each other, they're all feeding each other, and they all make it a very fertile ground for startups to grow. Every country does it differently. In Israel, the government gives incentives for the private sector to work together with the startups. Startup is an idea, but idea is not enough. You need to see how you bring this idea into action, into a product. This is why the government gives incentives, they give tax reduction, they give money as a network, as a safety network for the private sector to work with the startups. And today we hear a talk about this, is about how the telecommunication can be part of this circle. So if the government is talking to the TV channels and they're asking them to promote the startups, to give them a stage, the startups, that helps, in my opinion, in two different sectors. To the startup itself. It actually makes it more obvious to more markets, and it opens it, and it makes the startup grow. This is one aspect of it. Those talented people by television, by mass media, we're actually providing the startups more reasons to grow for itself. This is actually a way that we created here in Vietnam. It's another different ecosystem. You have the companies that support it. You have the television through the government that supports the startups by promoting them. And you have the startup itself that actually can expose its product and actually can elaborate by attracting more and more talented people to work in them. To close with a personal note. I came to Vietnam 2 years ago. Before I came, I was very fed by cliches, so I thought that most of the words that I will hear over here will be probably about agriculture and about the landscapes. But if I can choose the two words that I hear the most every day, it's probably Xin Chao and startup. So I think I see the change that is going here in Vietnam. And the change is coming from from private sectors, from companies, from the government that understand the importance role that the startup have in order to enhance the economy over here that is already changing. So I want to take this opportunity to wish best of luck for all of you to coming. I want to thank you and thank you for having me.